The 2K Sports pregame show.
The crowd has assembled in Indianapolis, Indiana, looking for a Pacers win today. And we've got it for you right here on 2K Sports. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers winning their last game against the Raptors in Toronto. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for San Antonio, Neely out there with Matthews. Then there's Rudy Gay, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Williams at the 4. And San Antonio has possession. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. A 3 from Gay. That's good. Gay's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Spurs.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Aldridge a screen. Jackson kicks to Aldridge. Williams with the steal. Outside for Gasol. From outside the arc. Barnes grabs the miss. San Antonio on defense. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
San Antonio with the ball after Indiana gets the 3. Here's Neely. He had 34 points in the win against Chicago.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw tonight.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
The offensive rebound, and Valanciunas kicks to Barnes. Aldridge a screen. Double team on Aldridge. Here's Jackson. Williams with the block.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. And typically he has the touch to finish.
Oh!
Whoa. That'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Barnes grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Down low, Flash, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Flash has got 7 points in the game.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Here's Neely, guarded by Jackson. Neely gets the bucket. Big Daddy's got his second basket.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
The drive by Jackson. That's tipped, and they get it back. Barnes kicks to Aldridge. Gasol with the steal. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. This is their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
Two of the top teams in their respective conferences, guys. You want to be at your best against top caliber competition.
Here's Big Daddy. The shot is off. So Indiana will take it the other way. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And that one's good. Barnes has got his first bucket of the night.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Healy goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And really, he epitomizes as a passer. Might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Williams kicks to Gay. Back to Williams. Hits the jumper in space. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Here's Flash, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything. And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Thompson, he's checked in for Indiana. And San Antonio also making a switch. Jennings is checked in. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
The Pacers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Here's Flash. He's covered by Matthews. Goes up on the block, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Jennings dishes to Williams. Here's Gasol. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Jennings can't get it to go. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Aldridge slams it in.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Jennings against Jackson. Jennings passes to Williams. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Pass to Flash. Can't get it to go. Good D by Matthews. San Antonio trailing here. Jennings gets to Gasol. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
Markey talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Jennings against Jackson. Matthews dishes to Gasol. Back to Matthews. Shot clock at 6. Misses from close range. Here's Indiana. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Thompson. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Marvin Williams.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Yeah, well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
And there's the feed to Thompson. To the wing on the left. Outside Bryant from 20 feet out. Not enough on that one as it misses.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
They get it back. Pacers leading by 3. Outside Jackson. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. An easy 2 points on the layup. Jackson's got his second basket of the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's Morris. Again, the miss by Morris.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you can.
And now, let's hear it for your teammate.
And LaMarcus Aldridge, the franchise player on this team, without question. He talked about the responsibility that comes
in every aspect, you know.
Greg, does that acceptance come with putting a whole lot more pressure?